Testing, and we're live.
It's real late in LA, and this is the Life and Times. Hello.
Took us a minute to get here, all right?
We had to try again.
Again and again.
This pure character.
And we're finally here, all right?
I left a piece of equipment home. It wasn't supposed to be home.
We're supposed to be here.
It's supposed to be right here, right now.
And we
Life
suffered.
And Times.
We suffered.
We suffered for like 30 minutes.
Yeah, it felt like it felt like it was really
it was a lot of
time.
It wasn't, but it was. It was purgatory. Man, it's good to be back, bro. It's good to be back.
It is.
Good to be back on schedule. There was some boxing over the weekend. The Charlo brothers had a fight. Well, Charlo, he got a rematch with this guy Castano, and the last time they fought, it looked like he won. So they had to fight again. It was some real Rocky shit, bro. Like, it was a good fight. And he knocked him out with left hook, Charlo. And he ended the argument. He's a champ. Dude was in shape. Like, he could have did that again. like that could have happened twice. But I'm proud of the whole thing. Boxing is back. No matter what people say. Sports, basketball, the Mavs beat the Suns. The Suns are getting older. Chris Paul, Patrick Beverley, whatever your beef is, solve it off the media. Because it was hilarious. He called that man a cone. And that's what NBA players practice on. And you know what we practice on when your job is to professionally stop someone. And they view you as something that is not stopping them. But yeah, man, Patrick Beverley was on ESPN. The Warriors washed the Mavs. They blew them out. The Bulls beat the Celtics. As of tonight, the Celtics just beat the Bulls, so it's 1-1. B-Ball is real. Bruh, at 18, we were different people.
Entirely different.
Different dudes.
Entirely different.
And now, I'm 24, you're?
26.
It's been a ways. It's like,
dude.
I don't know, I feel like everything I know now is needed. Everything I went through back then was needed as well.
It was.
So it's kind of like an equal...
To get me here.
Yeah, to get me here. And now I'm just like, all right, I was stupid. Like,
I was mad stupid.
So dumb. I was,
It's so many mistakes.
So many. Like, just a plethora. Like...
A lot.
Too many. But now that I'm older, I feel a little bit better in my mistakes, and I feel the progress that I've gained from them as well.
The character you've built.
Yeah, it takes some time. So, like, whatever you're doing, if you're young, you feel like, oh, I'm messing my life up and this and that, you have time.
All right.
And if you're old and you feel like you're not doing enough, you have time.
I'd say 18-year-old me would be pretty happy with who I've become so far.
Yeah.
How about yourself?
Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely.
We've avoided some narratives. Quite delicately.
Made it to LA.
Made it to LA. We eat food off the streets. Street vendors. Listen, bro. Speaking of that, Deontay is here. Well, he was here. It was damn, it felt like Du Bois.
It did.
Felt like freshman year. Felt like
it did.
Drinking. It felt like we were competing a little bit. Felt like we were like falling into old traits. Like, I drink way more than I drink like I used to drink.
Way more than I used to.
Yeah. And it's like, oh, okay. Yeah, I used to hit the sauce pretty hard.
Yeah. Throws your body out of whack.
Throws your body out of whack. Yeah, I can't. Yeah. Aches, pains.
Nope, all that.
I need all that. I need to get up.
Recoup time.
Be 100%. But it was really, really amazing to see Deontay, bro.
It truly was, dude. It truly was.
It's just a hallmark to how far we've come, how far he's come. we're adults
How
now.
long we've been friends?
How long we were friends, bro? Like, we're adults. Like, we met when we were kids, and now we're adults. 7 years later. Fuck. I'm like a whole dude.
3 years. 3 years more, and it's a decade.
Yeah,
Right.
3 years more is a decade. And I'm just proud, man. 7 years of friendship, you know?
7 years of friendship.
People come and
That's
go
a lot of
so
memories.
much. It's so
That's
many
a lot of memories in
fleeting
there.
things, bro. And then all the memories were like when we were fledgling thoughts and all that stuff. Like, we barely knew what we were, you know?
Wouldn't even know where we were going.
Or what we wanted to do and what we want to be.
What
and
was
we're
over
still
the
doing
horizon?
that.
You know.
Yeah. I mean, I remember the dream used to be State College, and then the dream used to be LA, and now we're
Yeah.
here. So it's like, wow, 7 years, and we've gotten to where we need to be, or where we want to be at least, you know?
Yeah.
And then we work towards everything. We still got our 20s for that, but
To be able to reflect on those years now
yeah,
and how far we've come.
I'm just
It's
really,
a gift.
yeah, it's a
To
gift.
know each other and grow along this
This
path,
fucking
you know?
journey we call life, and I'm just grateful, bro. Just fucking grateful. Yeah, man. So we're getting older. I've settled into a routine. I have to get up at a certain time. I have to have my leisure.
Yeah, dude, it's important.
I have to work out. I have to do
my
these
things
things.
here.
I have to do my things.
I have to remain productive. I have to remain clean.
You
I
know?
have to do these things.
These things have to be done in an organized fashion, and I have to achieve in this schedule I've set up for myself every day.
It's so important as you get older.
It is because when I was 18, I wake up like, that dude was dumb.
Pitter patter, right?
Didn't even know what his credit score was.
Pitter patter.
You know what you find out what your credit score is. You wake up a little different.
Yeah. The entire game is different.
I was like,
Entire game is different.
I need that to go up.
So, if I want anything,
I need more of that.
I need more of that thing.
I need a big old pile of that.
I see now. I see.
18, you're blind. You think however you feel is the world.
I'm just gonna do my job and get my money, and that's it.
Yeah,
And
I
then
want
I'll
to.
spend it on
I want to
things
get
want.
paid.
La la la
and then
la la la.
buy
la.
stuff.
That's it.
That's it. Anything cool I see.
Nothing else.
Like
Nothing else on the radar.
nothing substantial.
Just interests and hobbies and galore and all
Shiny,
that.
shiny.
Nothing else.
And then it's like, all right, you got your routine, but you know that openness, that fucking willingness to spontaneity,
Spontaneous,
yeah. And it's like meet new people, do new things, and all that. I'm like, every time somebody visits, I'm like, fuck, I haven't really explored LA at all. Just been working and doing the podcast.
Yeah.
Like-
Exactly.
Like
Yeah.
I haven't had much fun. Like I've been working
Absolutely.
and doing the podcast.
Like, where have
Wow.
I really been?
What have I really done? I've seen USC LA, so that was cool.
Yeah.
But you know, you're drunk half the time anyway. Dave Chappelle, one of the top comedians on the planet,
God damn.
he was tackled by a man.
It was briefly.
Briefly, he stopped that
Briefly.
takedown defense.
Pivoted.
Pivoted, got right out there.
Right out of the.
Shout out
right
his
out of there.
coach. Shout out his team.
Guy
Honestly,
had to dip. All right.
yeah, the
Shout out to the
security
team.
beat the fuck out that guy.
They stomped him. They stomped him out.
A-Town stomp.
His arm was at a 90-degree angle.
Isosceles.
It was rough.
It was rough, but it's what's going on out here, right?
Yeah.
You know, they're gonna say Will Smith set the tone, but yeah, people
When
are getting
you
hurt.
rush the stage,
Yeah,
Dave Chappelle's security is gonna
do things,
do things to you.
all types of things
Okay.
you don't want to happen to your body.
Not fun things, all right? Painful
Inappropriate things to one's bone structure.
Big pain.
pain, major pain. Mental health check, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling
1 to
pretty
10.
good. I'm feeling pretty good. I'll give it a 8 out of 10 lately. 8
Good,
out of 10.
good.
How
You're
about
gonna
you?
need that for these
How about
next
you?
coming topics.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm solid. I'm solid as a rock. I have experience with adversity, so I'm not even panicking. It's no point, right? I felt like when I was younger, I was like, all right, you could either be afraid or you can be prepared. What are you prepared to do? I go through A through Z now. I'm like, okay, I'm at Z. I don't like getting the Z, but I'm at Z. You know what I'm saying? Like I have options before Z, so it's all right, cool. That's the biggest thing for me. Let's get into it, man. This Life of Thompson isn't going to always be a fun show. You know, we try to get through the light stuff as much as possible. Try to stick to that, but
we gotta get serious.
We gotta get serious. We gotta talk about cultural gaslighting. You know, this stuff isn't fly-by stuff. The little things we see and say in our conversations on the day-to-day. We gotta be better. We gotta be more aware. We gotta be more aware. I'm sure it's things I don't know. It's so many things I don't know.
There's so many things I don't know that I have yet to learn, dude.
Things I have to encounter. And it's like, okay, other people are dealing with things as well. Maybe I should acknowledge that. Now, speaking about that, we're going to talk about these 2 shootings that just happened recently. And we're talking about the recent shootings. There's been so many shootings, bro.
It's every other day.
It's the pandemic. And this has been a part of the American culture since its inception. Policing happened after slaves were freed. They were slave capturers. So that's fact. That's not my feelings. That's not even an emotion. This is an absolute fact that happened in this country. And
it's on its roots.
That is the roots of what's going on. So we have people outside of communities dealing with people in communities that have separate lives. This is America. I come from a background in which we were a police people. You know, people who don't have police presence in their neighborhood, when they don't treat you like a person. Like the first time I was treated like a person around a police officer, I was with Aaron and Brody in Du Bois. So that was 18 years. I don't know what happened generations back. I can't imagine what happened generations back. As far as like technology and what we don't know and what's been reported and what's not been reported and all this other weird shit out here on this planet Earth. But god damn. It happened again, of course. 15 shots. I guess this dude and his girl were going back and forth, trying to get together, trying not to get together. Some situations going on at home. But here's always my thing. If the dude isn't an actual threat, we shouldn't treat him like a threat. And I don't want to flip it. I'll wait till we get to the further topics. But we see how they treat other threats. So we gotta start treating this shit. Yeah. We gotta start treating this shit like it's actually like we know what's going on.
We need to see some we need
to see something, right?
We need to see conversation. We need to see de-escalation. We need to see just
something,
bro.
Something besides death, because that's what's happening every time. It is seeming very particular. Okay. Mr. Sanders, he passed. He died. 15 shots. Family, kids, all that shit. All that stuff we care about. Apple pie. He was an American. And I think that's what's the root of it. We're all Americans out here, bro. We're all humans. We're all people. We all feel. I mean, the other thing that happened, we have a lady suffering from dementia. Okay, Amelia, shot by the cops. And this lady, by police. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to say cops, single you guys out or anything like that. But that's how it feels to be a minority in America. Singled out. So, welcome to the party. Yeah, she has dementia. She has a mental health issue.
She's old.
She's old.
She's not gonna hear. She
frail,
may not hear you.
Also, not a threat.
She may not even speak English.
Yeah, we don't even know if she was speaking English. So if she spoke English,
just yelling,
and they're just yelling at her. So like, come on, man.
There's no logic there.
There's no logic. It's point, shoot, center mass. What they're taught in the academy, and those situations, like that teaching is supposed to be for threats, for actual threats. I'll never be against a police officer killing somebody in a firefight, defending themselves if they're about to get stabbed or something like this and that. And it's just like, I think he could have overpowered her if he really wanted to.
Easily.
Or he could have waited for backup. Or he could have pepper sprayed her. He could have tased her. He could have had the hand-to-hand combat skills to disarm her. Anything you're supposed to be able to do in those situations, he didn't do. Me and Aaron work retail. We deal with people on the edge
every day. You see better de-escalation and conversation skills in retail and service than you do in that video.
And it's like, what else, What else? Who else? I'm not trying to prepare people to try to talk themselves out of getting murdered by the police. It's been happening for hundreds of years. It's documented.
It's there.
This happened to civil rights leaders. This happened to regular people. It's happening to people of every color, by the way. Everybody's affected by this shit. They just don't print y'all story. Because it's easier to print one story against another story. And then, oh wait, it's a separate story because they're different colors.
There it is.
Like, come on, bro. We gotta be smarter than this, bro. Back to the cultural gaslighting. They know exactly what's going on. The people in power know the history of the people out of power, right? So you know how to gaslight you. They know how to get you to react. And guess what? They know how to get you to vote. That's what's going on out here.
They know the triggers. They know.
Yeah. Trauma triggers. Oh, it happened again. Speaking of things that happen again, we have a mass shooting in Buffalo. He has derogatory racial slurs on his assault rifle, I believe. He targeted black women, right?
Yeah.
Killed a security guard who used to be a police officer. I want to see the Blue Lives Matter people. What's up? Yeah. This has been happening. This stopped happening when the pandemic happened. When they forced us inside. And now that we're back outside, all the dickheads are free.
Back.
Yeah, this has been happening all of American history. Domestic white terrorism has been happening in this country.
It has.
Gonna say it again. Domestic white terrorism has happened in this country multiple times throughout history. So, do you care? That's where I'm at with it. I can't really debate it, right? Like it's affecting like my life, right?
It's factual.
It's affecting generational lives.
It's the biggest national security threat currently too.
Of course.
Like, and it always has been. Always has been.
Always has been. I mean, the Civil War was our bloodiest war for a reason.
That's what it's like. This is a direct consequence of all that shit.
Yeah. People still want to feel better than other people. On like Earth and stuff. Like, goof. Some people got killed in a church out here in California. Yeah.
Taiwanese church. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, Taiwanese church. So, yes. You know what's up. Can't go to church. Can't go out in public. When these guys do kill a bunch of people, they're going to get arrested peacefully. I'll run that back. After these guys kill a bunch of people, they get arrested peacefully. Compare that to everything else that's going on, bro.
Imagine shooting 50 rounds, right? And then getting talked down by the police.
Yeah, let's have a conversation.
To a peaceful arrest. What the fuck?
And I'm not asking for death. I'm asking for equality. That's it. Like, and I'm not asking.
Where are those same de-escalation skills, huh?
De-escalation skills.
Where are they?
There's bias. It's bias in everything. It's bias in the market. It's bias when you go to store. When you go to, like anywhere. It's everywhere, bro. It's nowhere you can't find bias. Political bias, racial bias, economical bias. There's bias for humans. I'm not saying anybody should be perfect, but god damn, it's your job. Roe versus Wade has happened since the last time we've been here.
Yes, it has.
They leaked what was going on out there. They're trying to get it out of there. They're trying to get it out of what were they trying to do?
The public.
Yeah, it got leaked out to the public. And this is crazy. So we got a bunch of people who aren't women telling women what to do. I got 4 sisters. What the fuck y'all doing?
Just banning safe abortions, essentially.
It's just
and on top of that, like everything else that comes along with it.
Yeah.
Safe, birth control, everything else.
Everything else. See, they want to control a lot. They want to control a lot in every aspect. And what can we do, right? We're people. We're on the planet. We're together. Are we going to give a fuck? Do you care? Are you affected by it? That's what I learned a lot from the George Floyd thing, right? I remember when George Floyd happened, everybody's posted about it or nobody's posted about it.
Yeah.
Right? And I respect people who didn't post anything, right? Didn't know what to say, didn't know what to do, what's going on, right? But the people that were posting their vacation photos and all this other stuff, I was like, oh, you're not affected, so you do not care.
Here it is.
And that's where we're at. If you don't care what's happening with this law and how it affects women, we got to think about how you care about the women in your life. Do you care? Do you give a fuck? Is it some stand?
Yeah, we cannot be telling women what they can and cannot do with their bodies.
That's not our job.
We need to stay out of that.
That's their business.
Plain and simple.
Plain and simple. That's how I'm at. That's where I'm at.
All right.
Their choice.
Simple.
Social media. Everything we've been talking about, bro. It's been saturated. I mean, you can literally watch somebody die on your phone.
It's right there. Right in front of you.
It's right in front of you.
Everything all at once.
Desensitizing you every single day is nauseating. I turn my phone off sometimes when I see this shit. And you know what? It happens so often and I feel like they're doing it for a reason. It's just I don't know. I don't watch the news anymore. I'm talking Fox, I'm talking CNN. It's hoopla. They don't give a fuck.
I stay in the loop. But
I stay in the loop, but I can tell they don't give a fuck, bro.
Every day there comes a moment where I put my phone down. I'm like, all right, that was enough.
That's enough, bro.
That was enough. That did it in. Because it can be too much. It can be too much.
Too much at once. We're in the information age and people aren't soaking up information. They're soaking up whatever narrative tastes good. I was raised this way.
Got your pipelines.
Yeah, pipelines for bullshit. Pipelines for certain thought, mentality. And it's like, do you see it? It's just bodies. Red blood. We all bleed red.
It's right there.
It's right there in front of you.
Not enough people realize the content they engage with, or even how long they watch it for.
Yeah, look at your screen time. Ever look at your screen time, bro?
Yeah, you have to be aware of what you're looking at, because they monitor everything. How long you look at posts, how long you look at videos,
how you leaning,
what you like, what you don't like, what you're looking up, everything. It all ties in. Mm-hmm. They all share the same info.
Very intuitive way to determine how you're leaning.
Yep, just be aware. All right, question every source you get.
Yeah.
Right, why are you seeing this thing?
Because, man, how are you?
Is it being directed towards you?
Mm-hmm.
Is it trying to sway your opinion in a certain way? Or is it just information?
I don't know. I think it's you gotta process that throughout your own character, right? Like
You
people
do.
are just different. We're all different.
We all are.
We're affected differently. We've been raised differently. We've been taught to think differently in tribalistic in a country of the melting. This is the melting pot country, so we're still banging our drums trying to be tribes, and it's not working.
It's not working.
There's no evolution in it. We've been in war since we tapped into this country. How old is America? Like 200 plus?
200 plus.
And we've been at war the whole time. With somebody, somehow, some way. So, not a lot of self-reflection. How are we feeling about the world, bro? Because it's like, it's a cesspool, bro.
I'm realistic, right? But I'm not like entirely hopeless.
Yeah.
I think that's where I'm at. Like, I'm really realistic in identifying the doom.
I'm like, okay, cool. You get it.
I'm like, yo, this is what's wrong. Let's do something with this.
We got to start with that nugget, and hopefully we get into the ore of the issues.
Yeah.
Because this half and half shit is not working.
No.
This little dabble here, dabble there. It's not working. This shit is systemic. It's culturalistic. It's generational, passed down. And it's something we all got to work on. I mean, we all got something going on. I honestly, nobody's fucking perfect. Nobody on the planet. Period. But we damn sure can do better. And that's how I feel about the world.
You know, if you feel hopeless about things, use that.
Yeah.
Right? Use that.
Yeah, because whatever you're hopeless for needs the most hope. You know?
Need that. That's the only thing that's going to change it.
And we got to stop relying on these people in power. They don't want us to work together. They don't want us.
We need to work around this shit.
Yeah, we got to do it ourselves. Everybody.
Really do, dude.
Yeah. Because once it becomes the local thing, they can't change it. This is what we do. We the people.
Things may appear helpless right now. You know, it's just not the case.
It's not the case. It's more than a chance. It's a will in a way.
It really is. All right.
Speaking about a will
and
in a way.
Speaking not just of like
good Mike Slow.
Oh, everything's hopeful, you know, in the end, but like legitimately things aren't as doomful as they may appear.
Yeah.
All right.
You know, I see a
problem.
Yeah, it's a solution. It's solution. It's just work, bro. It's just work.
Just solutions and work.
It's just work, bro.
But the planet is all right, yeah. All right.
All right, let's roll up our sleeves.
Roll up your sleeves, all right?
Let's get through the
month.
Cut
this shit out.
We got to cut through it, all right?
Cut through this shit.
Kendrick just dropped.
Let's talk about it.
It's great. It's great. It's early, like far as like my reaction review, whatever.
Yeah.
But it's great.
Just from what I've heard briefly.
Yeah, I played them 2 songs, Mother, I Sober, and Auntie's Diaries. And it really reflects what's going on. These things are happening everywhere, right? There's new cultures, new sexualities, new nuances added to the texture of American society. And it's new to some, but it's old to the world. And I mean that. It's predated all the stuff you're trying to play by. Like the rule book you're using, it happened before that. So like, we got to figure it out. We got to figure it out. Because people are going to be people and we need to treat them like humans. Even if we disagree. And that's what I meant. If you can't treat somebody like a human because how they live their life, bro, you're a goof. And that's just how I'm rocking.
Simple.
But yeah, man. Kendrick's album is amazing. I'm glad he's back. Hip hop needed it. The culture needed it. Hard Part 5 was needed. That Will Smith side when he was talking about hurt people, that's the whole world. Everybody's been hurt by somebody and we're passing it along. Trauma transfer globally. We got to cut it out.
It's happening at every level.
In every level.
In your own families, in your friend groups, everywhere.
Everywhere. And it's like unresolved shit. So
once you learn to identify it, there's no going back.
Yeah, once you see
it everywhere.
Once you're in a state of acknowledgement, you can only progress. But speaking about progression, let's talk about how we started, bro. Mother's Day just passed. Shout out our moms.
Shout out. All right.
Mommy.
Biggest supporters.
Madre. Yeah, biggest supporters through everything. My mom was hard on me for a reason. I come from a very hard place. People needed guidance. I had my mom, I had my pops, I had my grandfather. I had people in my life that gave me that guidance, and I'm grateful, especially for my mom.
Mom taught me a lot, right? Try to keep me off the same path that she had taken down, or at least one she knew or was familiar with, you know?
Yeah.
Kept me out of trouble for the most part. All right. Take a few times, right? Sorry, Mom.
Yeah.
Okay. Taught me a lot, though. It was always there for me. Because, and we've talked about this several times before, but you realize how much your parents didn't have.
Yeah.
And how much they strived to give to you, right? And that's like, not even counting like roof they gave me over my head, the food and all that. Finances, but like the emotional and
support mental support. Because like
all that shit.
People don't get that. So we got to make sure we're grateful, bro.
Yeah.
Certain people are lacking in these things, and it shows in their behavior out in the world. So be grateful for your mothers. Be grateful for your sisters. We only get one of those, you know? That's it. That's it, man. Mom always has your back every single day.
Always, right? In every aspect, right?
Seriously. And we got to get to the human thing of all of it, right? We talked about a lot of stuff. We talked about Roe v. versus Wade. We talked about those police shootings, which have been prevalent throughout American history. I'll say it again for the
all
third
the way
time.
back. All the way back.
It's not been a part of American
history. In the
history.
roots.
It has been Asian American history where this hasn't happened. Period.
It has always been there.
It's always been there. Acknowledge it. Get over it. I don't know. That's fact. But
it's a part of its history.
Yeah, and it's been mass shootings as well. So we have to address these problems. We have to address domestic white terrorism. Terrorism.
Yep.
It has to be acknowledged and directed to. It's happening
all around you,
and
it is everywhere.
It is everywhere. It is becoming mainstream. And it's the human thing. We're tribalistic. But, yeah, man. That's how I see it. This human thing isn't easy. You know?
It's not.
War, famine, death, hunger. We're Americans. We got it nice right now. You know what I'm saying? In a lot of places, a lot of other countries, it's harder, it's rougher, it's tougher. And we got to be grateful for what we have and not try to spoil the pot.
I'd agree.
Seriously.
Because things could always be worse. We talked about this too.
Yeah, we talked about this as well.
You know, we could be in a very different state of
different country
world,
where these opinions, this podcast, you could die over.
No one knows.
Yeah.
You know, so be grateful with what we got right now.
But don't ever forget about the money thing, bro.
Never.
It's
always there.
Smackles.
Right? Same thing. It's always there.
I see you like backing the police. Here's a shirt.
Smackles, huh?
Smackles.
So you have a social political movement?
Yes.
Well, boy, do I have the product for you. Okay.
Smackles.
Do you have any of those Smackles?
Yeah, I do. The people care about it.
You should give me those Smackles
in
exchange for this product.
Yes. Okay. Do you feel good when you buy that?
Do you feel great? Huh?
Ooh, I think you look cool.
Thank you for your Smackles.
Thank you, buddy.
But yeah, money thing.
The money thing.
It's always been there too.
It's always been there too. You see some scumbag behavior? Somebody's making a buck.
Somebody's making a buck, all right?
Somebody's selling
even the saddest thing, all right?
Oh, yeah, man.
The funeral industrial complex,
making
man.
money, bro.
Making fucking moolah.
I love it, man.
Some guy took
Can't
a look
dig
at
enough holes.
Yeah, right? Took one look at death, it was like, there's got to be a way.
There's got to be a way to make some money off of this, man. Gotta be a way.
Put in a box, maybe.
Put in a box. Special wood.
Maybe we'll spend that. Right? See if we can talk to
give me
marketing.
some speckles.
Maybe we can talk to marketing about that.
We're gonna talk about that. It's a team of us.
Cool. It's a team of us.
We trying to sell death.
But yeah. It's always been there.
The money thing, bro. The green line. That's the thing that separates us for real. It's really a class thing. You know, it's poverty for every colored person. I don't know why we keep avoiding it. We act like it's this one guy doing it. It's everybody, bro. Fucking the the opioid pandemic going on in middle class America. Like, that's just happening. It's
hitting every rural town.
It's just happening.
Every rural town you look around, it's there.
It's the money thing.
It's there, seeping in.
Hey man, I know you guys could die from this,
but
I gotta sell it.
I have to sell it. Okay, I just
gotta sell it to you, bro.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Hey, is this fucking up the planet?
Listen, you're gonna feel great.
Go green.
You're gonna feel great.
Solar.
Trying to make this money.
Man, a couple more years.
All right?
We'll fix it afterwards.
We'll fix it in a couple of years. Okay.
Yeah, it got a nice bunker.
Ridiculous.
Fucking money thing, bro. It's seeping. It's creeping. It's leaping and weeping through the streets.
Twerking, parking, and jerking
around. It's the money thing.
It is.
I can't think about anything that doesn't even this podcast.
Everything in our current society, really.
Yeah. I mean, you see Elon.
You see him most recently?
Oh, yeah. He's Republican now.
Oh, no. Did you peep that shit about the SpaceX flight attendant?
Yeah. So I was wondering if he's using that narrative or cancel culture to bulletproof himself.
True.
Even if it's true,
who knows?
It's cancel culture to bring it up. This is some nuanced narrative shit. Ooh.
Did you hear that?
Yes, I am not dead.
Well, hopefully you heard that.
Yeah. We're not dead. Keep on it. I think it's ice or water.
Probably is.
One of the elements.
Yeah.
The money thing.
Yeah, it's everywhere in our current lives, dude. Everywhere.
Goddamn. See your fucking breakfast right now. You eating food? Somebody's making some money off of that. I wanted those grains in a certain shape. That's my box.
It's my stuff, okay?
You will buy it.
You will buy the stuff, okay?
Oh man, bro, how do you feel about everything? You know, last statements. We started this shit when we were kids. You know, we were talking about this podcast. We were talking about the world. We've been going through our life and times for 7 years. Shout out Deontay. Shout out you for being our brother. Shout out for having my back in all the situations I need my back had. Thanks for being the Draymond. No, not you, Draymond. A greater center.
Yeah.
A Shaq.
Shout out Deontay for the fantastic times again. All right.
Yeah,
reminds
bro.
of
when we were
better
kids.
times, you know.
When we were kids.
Shout out to our moms. All right.
Mm-hmm.
Biggest supporters. Day one.
Thank you, Mom.
Okay.
Seriously.
And shout out to 18-year-old us. All right.
Yeah, shout out to 18-year-old us.
For laying down the groundwork.
To
all right. Who had a dream. All right.
Every
18-year-old us. Okay.
Every man has a dream.
It's like, I'm gonna get out of here.
I'm gonna get out of here. Yeah, no, that was a big part.
I'm gonna get out of here. That was the biggest step.
Yeah.
It was the first step forward.
Yeah.
Okay. I was 18. I didn't have a fucking plan. I was like, I'm gonna figure out something.
I don't know what I'm gonna do, but I'm getting out.
Figure out something. I'm gonna get out.
Damn, bro.
All right. So, to everybody, all right, out there wanting to get out,
you can.
You can. All right.
And shout out anybody that pulls up on me and say they like the pod. Shout out anybody that's listening. I didn't tell Aaron this, but Aaron, we just hit 250 listeners on Spotify.
There we go.
We got 200 plus streams on Spotify and other avenues.
Here we are.
So if you tapping in, never tap out. It's the Life and Times.
It's the Life and Times, baby.
Have a great night.
Good night.